What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Aaron Fuller,
And your boy Tony Fuller.
and this is the BK Sports Podcast,
BK standing for Brothers Keeper.
Brothers Keeper. Yes, we are brothers, if you didn't notice. It's episode one of many. So, we're just going to jump right into it. First topic we're going to talk about, of course, with the NFL draft coming up in a couple weeks. Well, actually,
one
7
week.
days.
Exactly 1 week.
Finally here. With that coming up, we're gonna do our mock drafts. Tell us, what we think, who we think is gonna go where, what teams, who's gonna go out the board first. So we both have our own mock draft. So
Before we put this mock draft, I want to put a disclaimer. I think there's going to be a lot of trades in this first round. So a lot of these picks not going to be the actual pick because people get moved around, things get changed, People priorities get changed. So I think there's going to be some trades in here. So don't hold me to this.
Yep. There's definitely going to be a lot of trades. People trading up, people trading back to get what they want. This is a deep draft, so people got needs that they need to fill. So definitely going to be a lot of trades this year, more than normal.
You can go ahead and start with yours.
Yeah. So what we did is we went on to Pro Football Network?
Yeah.
And we both did each did their own draft, and we left out the trades because that's so unpredictable.
Right, it gets a little hectic.
Yeah. So yeah, you can go ahead with yours.
All right, so we're gonna do 5 at a time. All right, so my first pick was the hardest one. So I picked Kyle Pitts going to the Jaguars.
Cap.
Super cap. So all right, I'm gonna get serious before people start to turn off. All right, the first pick, I got Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, he's the golden child,
Yep.
Perfect pick for everybody. Then I got Zach Wilson, who came out of nowhere for real. I got Trey Lance going to
Trey Lance.
Yeah. I got Trey Lance going to the Niners. I got Kyle Pitts.
Before you move on, what made you put Trey Lance up there ahead of Justin Fields and even Mac Jones? A lot of people got Mac Jones going to San Fran.
Because I've been hearing a lot about Trey Lance needing a year to mature, because really he only had 1 year that he really did anything. Mm-hmm. He had that 1 year he didn't throw an interception all year, but he did a lot of running. And then last year he played one game and then opted out. And that one game wasn't even a great game. So I feel like a lot of teams feel like they need to he needed to sit a year, redshirt a year. And him going to San Fran, they got Jimmy Garoppolo, who the way this contract set up, you can't get rid of him right now. He getting a lot of money, and there's a lot of money sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the perfect spot for Trey Lance to go with a city year. And then next year they can do whatever they want to do with Garoppolo and then start Trey Lance.
How many years does Garoppolo have on his contract?
I think he has 3, but if he, depending on how this year goes, it's a little easier to get rid of his dead cap.
Okay.
So that's number 3. Number 4, I got Kyle Pitts. And I was kind of torn between number 5. 5,
Before you move on to 5, just the thought of Kyle Pitts with Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley.
That's dangerous. That's crazy.
Man, I want Kyle Pitts so bad, but we all the way at 13, so I know we're not getting him. But
hey, first tell people who your team.
Huh?
First tell the people who your team is.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. First, my team is the Los Angeles Chargers.
And my team is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
So we really got back-to-back picks because Eagles have 12 and Chargers have 13. So with that being said, if Pitts goes to Atlanta, that would be crazy. That would be ridiculous. So
Oh my god.
just thinking about that is crazy.
Right.
So with pick number 5 is the Bengals. And like I said, it can go either way. Obviously, you got Jamar Chase sitting there, and you got Penei Sewell. Jamar Chase has a background with Joe Burrow, the starting quarterback, but he's just coming off an injury. And their line, obviously the line wasn't good last year. He was running around for his life. So
Yeah. So not Trevor Lawrence, but Joe Burrow had the injury.
yeah.
The way you made it sound like yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
So Joe Burrow definitely just came off the ACL injury.
Yeah.
But he needs that protection.
You gotta protect your investment. Mm-hmm. So for that reason, I feel like Penei Sewell is the best option to go to Cincinnati.
So that's who you pick?
Yeah. So that's first 5 pick. You go with your 5.
So like you said, the hardest pick is definitely number 1. And I think it was a hard decision, but I think I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence, the golden child.
Good choice.
Yep. Sunshine, go with Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously the number 1 pick because Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion, is flawless, man. He doesn't have a weakness. I haven't seen no weakness. The only bad game I've seen him play was that Ohio State game against Justin Fields.
Right.
And it still wasn't a bad game.
Right. Really, he has every once in a while he has a bad decision. He doesn't have bad games.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's been the number 1 pick since his freshman year.
It's been a number 1 pick since high school. I used to watch the Elite 11.
Yeah, I do too.
And oddly enough, the Elite 11, it was Trevor Lawrence
and Justin Fields.
Yep. Vying for that MVP.
Right.
And Trevor Lawrence won it, but not by much.
It was very slim.
Very slim. But yeah, he's just his form and everything. Me being a quarterback, I mean, I can see how nice he is.
Yeah. And for the fact that during his pro day, Dabo Swinney and Urban Meyer were sitting right next to each other the whole time.
They was really like right behind. Urban Meyer was essentially running the workout.
Right. He was Dabo's shadow the whole time.
Yeah.
And Urban Meyer is actually the one that told Trevor Lawrence to get the surgery on his shoulder so he'd be ready for camp.
Right.
So that says they might well just go ahead and make the jersey.
Yeah, like Joe Burrow last year, they told him a week before the draft even started. I think they probably told Trevor Lawrence 2-3 months before he started.
Right, they told him at the pro day.
Exactly. So yeah, what number do you want to wear? Yeah, we already know that one. So number 2, of course, I got Zach Wilson. I myself is a little skeptical of Zach Wilson just because of the competition that he plays.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a game against Coastal Carolina where he just couldn't get it done. And I felt like to be such a high pick, in my eyes, you should be winning every game. I know it's not just you on the field, but it seems like when that rush got to him, he didn't really know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the Jets and everybody else are high on him, so I feel like he's going to go number 2.
I can understand that. Okay,
yeah, Justin Fields is going to be my 3rd pick to the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
I just like Justin Fields. I just like his grittiness. I just like he ran a 4.44 at the pro day, so I feel like they're going to love his speed and his athleticism.
Yeah,
and a lot of people saying that he's one of those guys that looks at his first read and is ready to run. I don't believe that at all. I think that he knows how to get through his progressions, and I love the way that he played against Clemson. Man, he was a star in that game.
Yeah,
even when taking that
the year before, they beat him, so he had to show out.
Come back. Yeah, come back for revenge. And how he took that hip pointer early in the game and came back in the next. He sat out for one play, came back and threw a touchdown.
So
yeah, he's different.
He got something.
Huh?
I said he got something.
Yeah.
See, the reason
he got something. You can't teach that.
Right. That grit, you can't teach that grit.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, I think people are gonna over process.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people do it all the time. Every year, somebody over processes somebody and pick them above where they should go.
Yeah.
So I feel like that Justin Fields should be the third pick, but I think because of what I said, that Trey Lance is gonna be the pick.
Yeah. Like I said, most people have Mac Jones going to 49ers, but I feel like
I don't see that.
Yeah, I feel like first of all, he's not as good of a quarterback, and I think that he is a product of having nothing but great wide receivers,
Right. And a great running
um,
back.
and a great running back, and
He played at Bama. He
great
had great
everything,
everything.
great team. He got a great
Right.
team,
Exactly.
and he got nothing but time in the pocket. I've never seen him really have to deal with the rush because his center, his guard, and his tackle all projected to go in the first round.
Right.
So and all his wide receivers projected to go in the first round. So I don't understand.
All the receivers he had projected to go top 10.
Top 10.
Last
Come on
year
now.
well, he didn't start last year, but the people he threw to when he was in last
Mm-hmm.
year, top 10.
Right. Yep.
People this year, top 10. Like
and then you see Tua, what he did when he was at Alabama. And I don't want to, just rain on his parade, but last year was not a good year for him.
right.
People were very high on him and he did not show out.
Right. So I think you as a Chargers fan are happy that y'all picked Herbie instead of picking Tua.
Definitely. I'm definitely glad we had pick 6 and not pick 5. But yeah, I feel like Justin Fields. I feel like you got to go from Garoppolo to something different. You got to go to somebody who is a little bit more mobile, still has that arm strength and that ability to, make the good reads and get it down the field.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go with Justin Fields at San Francisco.
You realize what Shanahan can do with that athleticism?
Come on now, you can't do nothing with Mac Jones just sitting in the pocket.
Right, just standing there.
Same thing Garoppolo did.
Right. All right, let's get this moving.
Yep. For number 4, I got Trey Lance.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely need a quarterback for the future. I don't think Matt Ryan is going to be doing that for much longer. So he has the ability, like you said, he has the ability to sit behind a veteran quarterback and learn.
A very proven veteran quarterback.
Very proven. Even though he's very underrated. Matt Ryan is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in my eyes.
Yes, definitely, because he puts up the numbers, but their defense was the story last year.
Yeah, and their running game wasn't that good either.
Yeah.
But
Calvin Ridley went off last year.
Calvin Ridley is a monster.
Right.
Calvin Ridley.
That's why I said I honestly think because they have Matt Ryan that this gonna be the first trade. I think I'm feeling that Denver is gonna try to jump up and get
Trey Lance.
Try to get or whoever could. Mine is Justin Fields.
Okay.
But yours will be Trey Lance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think whatever quarterback is there, I think that Denver is going to try to come up. Either Denver or Chicago.
Me being a Chargers fan, I pray that doesn't happen. I pray that Trey Lance goes and they get somebody like Mac Jones or Kyle Trask or somebody like that. So we don't have to deal with no good quarterback. Keep Drew Lock right where he's at.
Yeah, y'all hope they got dang what's his name? Jamie Newsom.
Somebody. Jamie Newsom. I'll take Jamie Newsom. Somebody other than the top 5.
All right,
all right. So the next,
I got my wine glass. This is not no little boy, no little girl wine. This is we're not doing no promotions or nothing like that. But this is 19 Crimes. Y'all should go try that.
Not yet. We ain't added the promotions yet. But hey, come on now. It's episode 1, but come on now.
It's coming.
Exactly.
That 19 Crimes, that's on good.
The 19 Crown.
That's that Snoop Dogg
say something for me when I get down there.
I got you.
All right. So my number 5, like you said, it was tough between Sewell and Jamar Chase, but I feel like it can go either way because the wide receiver group is so deep and the offensive tackle group is so deep. But I had the Bengals getting Jamar Chase just to hook up that same connection that they had in college with Joe Burrow.
Right.
You just know that Jamar Chase he a dog.
Right.
No
That
way,
that
no
could
way
be
around.
legendary.
Yeah, no way around. He's a dog.
Yeah.
And we saw his speed. The only knock on him was his speed, and he came in and ran a 4.3. So
Right.
there's not much.
Is there a knock now?
There isn't. I don't see a knock.
I don't see a knock.
I don't see a knock.
All right, so we're gonna try to keep it pushing because we got tied up a little bit.
Yeah,
So
good conversation.
right. With my number 6 pick, which is the Dolphins, that's
Okay.
why I got Jamar Chase.
Okay.
And then number 7, the Lions, I got Devontae Smith. I was kind of torn between Devontae Smith and Waddle, but I feel like Devontae is more polishable runner, route runner. And Lions have no receivers.
Yeah.
Tell me what who Lion receivers are. Don't worry, I'll wait.
You don't put me on the spotlight.
They don't got nobody.
They lost Marvin Jones, and they lost Kenny Galladay.
So. Yeah, so they don't got nobody right now. So they need a receiver.
I'm about to go pay for the Lions.
Hey, sue me up. I win number 9. So number 8.
All I need is 500,000.
Hey, I'll be a decoy. I don't even need the ball. I'll be a decoy.
Exactly. Just let me look good on the sideline. Let me help the defense out.
Hey, I'll be dripped out though.
Facts.
So number 8, I got Rashawn Slater because they need some protection. Number 9, I got. That's why I got Justin Fields going to the Broncos. So really, they don't need to trade up because the two teams that's before them, they don't need the quarterback. But you don't know who else is going to try to trade up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So regardless, in my pick, they got Fields. And number 10, the team I hate, the Dallas Cowboys, got Pat Surtain. Unfortunately. So yeah, so that's my 10.
All right, I'm gonna go through mine pretty quickly. All right. So number 6, since Kyle Pitts not off the board, I'm gonna give the Dolphins Kyle Pitts. A duo of Kaseki and Kyle Pitts. I think that's gonna be dynamic. Like you said, Devontae Smith is next because I was torn between Waddle and Devontae Smith too. But like you said, he's more of a polished route runner. The only thing knock against him is his size, and I don't think that's that big of an issue.
Nah, I think he's too slippery for that to be an issue.
Yeah, you can't really get your hands on him and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And I feel like once he gets to the NFL, they're gonna be able to bulk him up a little bit.
Right. He's tried to bulk up, but it hasn't worked. So I think he can be small for a long time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But my next one is gonna go Penei Sewell because they definitely need some protection because they just got Sam Darnold. Number 9, this is what I hope because being a Chargers fan, I hope that Mac Jones goes to the Broncos. You already understand why I say I hope that because I'm not sold.
Right.
The Cowboys at number 10, I'm gonna give them Pat Surtain because they definitely need corners, and I think he's the best one.
Yeah. See, if I was to do trades, and not just because I don't want Cowboys to get somebody good, I got the Patriots trying to jump up and get Mac Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even though it's they'll be running a different system than what they run right now because Cam is a runner. Matt Jones ain't.
Yeah.
So, but Belichick is Belichick. So
yeah, but this is a little off topic, but I can't wait to see what Cam does this year.
Yeah, me neither.
With an off season,
full off season.
Yep.
Last year he didn't know where he was going. He was last minute.
Yep. And he said that COVID messed him up.
Right.
For the next, we're gonna go edge with Kwity Paye at 11. I just think that he's a dog. I don't think he has. I think he's raw because I don't think got like a lot of moves, but his strength and his brute strength
Mm-hmm.
gonna be hard for offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my bad, I went past it.
It's cool. It's cool.
But yeah, you got yours.
All right. So since the first 10 took a while, we're gonna go 10 at a time now.
Okay.
All right. So uh number 11, Giants, I got Elijah Vera Tucker because they need some protection in front of what's his name? Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 12, me and Aaron talked before. I think I was a little torn on this person before, but after watching more tape, I'm sold. So I got Eagles getting J.C. Horn, who I feel like he can play. After watching his tape, I feel like he can play press man, off man, zone, uh, 2 high, 3 high. I feel like he can do pretty much it all. Uh, then I got Chargers getting Jalen Waddle.
I like that.
I thought you would. I got the Vikings getting Christian Barrymore. I, I kind of think he's a little underrated because this isn't really a deep defensive tackle draft.
Yeah.
It's really him. That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's all I heard.
All right, so 15, I got Mac Jones going to the Patriots. Again, I thought they could trade up to get him. They probably trade up to get him, but he fell to them here. Arizona, I got picking Quinny Pay. I feel like they need another pass rusher because last year once they actually got I can't remember their defensive end linebackers name off the top of my head, but once they got him going, he started to produce.
Mm.
But they need another one on the other side. He's the only one. All right, for 17, I got not the Vikings. The Raiders getting Michael Parsons. Even though I think he's the second the second best linebacker. And I got the Dolphins for their actual pick getting Joker.
So
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
you think Joker is the number one linebacker?
Yes, I do. Just because he's a lot more versatile. He can do a whole lot more.
They said a lot of people looking at him as a
safety, yeah, because he was a safety when he came into the program to Notre Dame. But then he put on some weight. They put some weight on him and put him in the box.
I would leave him right there in the box.
Right. That's why I will too. Because you don't have to take him off to play to bring another smaller corner on.
Yeah. And I don't think that safeties be having as much impact on the game as linebackers do.
Not like they used to.
Yeah. I think that he can sit in a box and he can get a lot of tackles. He can play in coverage. He can lock up slots. You won't have to bring an extra DB in the game. You can just leave him in there.
Right. And I feel like for Michael Parsons, a lot of his tape, he looked like a pass rusher to me.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes he does drop back and he's effective, for the most times I see him as a pass rusher. He's very elite in being a pass rusher too.
Yeah.
All right. So for Washington, I got 3 linebackers going back to back to back. So I got Jamon Davis, who kind of jumped up people's boards.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back to that pick. Number 20. I don't think this is the smart pick, but it's the Bears, and we see what they've done in past. I think they'll try to reach for a quarterback and go Kellen Mond. Yes, I don't like it, but I just have a feeling that they're gonna do something stupid like they did last time. Or they can go him, or they can go Kyle Trask.
Boy, he said Kellen Mond.
Right. I don't think Kellen Mond is the first round quarterback. I don't even think he might not even be a day 2 quarterback.
Yeah, I think he had third.
Third round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the same thing. But I think they're gonna do something stupid because not Fitzpatrick. Trubisky wasn't a top 5 quarterback.
No, he had a good year. He had one good year.
Mm-hmm.
He had 1 year starting, and he had one good year, and they picked him.
Right. And Nick Foles took his job. Even
Yeah.
though Nick Foles got the MVP, Nick Foles ain't played a full season since he played Eagles first time. So that's my next 10.
All right, let me go back to mine. All right, so next we got. I hate to say this because I want this man. With the Eagles, I give them J.C. Horn. Like you said, he press man, off man, zone, all that stuff. He can do
Right.
it.
And I think
Next,
that would help because we got Slade on the other side. So I feel like our corners be set.
yeah. See, that influenced my next pick. If y'all wouldn't have got J.C. Horn, I believe that the Chargers would have got him because at this point we don't have a cornerback one because we just lost Casey Hayward.
Mm-hmm.
But since you made that pick, my next one is Rashawn Slater because you saw the year that Justin Herbert had, and our line was almost first line in the league, and he still had one of the greatest rookie seasons ever. So we've already made the moves to get a better offensive line by signing Corey Linsley and Matt Filer and a whole bunch of other people. So I think that one piece, the offensive tackle, is what we need to solidify.
Mm-hmm.
So next we're going with safety because the Vikings just lost Anthony Harris. So I'm giving them Trevon Moehrig. He is a beast. Next I got
Ironically, we played football with Anthony Harris.
Yep.
Growing up.
Shout out Edo Force, shout out LC Bird.
Shout out LC Bird.
Yep. So the next one, I'm gonna go with Jalen Waddle. I'm gonna give Cam some speed. That's what they need. They don't really have many impact players, many speed guys. So next I'm gonna go with the Cardinals getting Najee Harris since they just lost Kenyon Drake.
You got a running back on 16.
Yeah, you can't. Okay. I feel like they ain't gonna let him sit because especially with them just losing their number one running back, they don't really have nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to come up and get that man.
Okay.
So next, I got like you said, they got to get some protection for Derek Carr. So I got the Raiders at 17 going with Christian Darrisaw. And actually, I got another running back coming off the board going to the Dolphins, Travis Etienne.
Just so everybody knows, my dad is a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
My dad would not like them getting a running back this early.
Actually, he said he wanted a running back.
He said he wants
either Najee Harris or Etienne.
Oh, really? Okay.
And since they have 2 picks in the first round, I mean, I'm sure he's cool with that.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this. I got the Washington football team getting Micah Parsons.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like that.
Locking down. And my last pick, I got the Bears getting, since they just lost Kyle Fuller, I got them getting Greg Newsome II from Northwestern.
Okay.
Yep. That's my 20.
All right. So next, I got people that I don't know how to pronounce their name.
Yeah.
So for the Colts,
I feel like you saying that,
you know,
maybe the same pick I got.
All right, so 21 for the Colts, I got the Georgia edge rusher.
Exactly. Azeez Ojulari.
Yes, him. So I got Azeez Ojulari. For this pick, I was kind of torn. I don't feel like first I got Elijah Moore going to Tennessee Titans. I don't know if he's per se this might be a reach for Elijah Moore, but that speed going next to Brown, that could be kind of lethal because Brown's the big body to go up, and you can put Elijah Moore all over the field to make a whole lot of mismatch because you can't put your top corner on him.
Yeah,
but you got to put him on
AJ Brown.
Or AJ Brown. So I feel like that'll be lethal. For the Jets, I got Christian Darrisaw. They need some protection because, as we saw, Sam Darnold was running all over the place.
Yep, wasted that man potential.
I swear. And that's more Adam Gase wasted his potential, but we ain't gonna get into that. So here I got my first and only running back coming off the board because the Steelers just lost James Conner. So I got him picking Najee Harris at 24th pick.
Yeah, and I saw somewhere that they said that they were actively pursuing a running back in the draft.
Yeah. And I feel like he's their type of running back. Because maybe it's kind of changed from then, but from when I remember watching the Steelers growing up, Jerome Bettis.
Yes, sir.
The bus, running people over. And I feel like Najee Harris is a faster version, definitely smaller than Bus.
Definitely.
A faster version of that.
He didn't have with them big old pads on.
Right. So Najee can run over you, step arm you, jump over you. Like he
definitely jumping over you.
Definitely, he love that. So he's my one and only running back coming out the board in the
and
first
he can
round.
catch it out the backfield.
Right. And for the Jaguars, I have my one and only safety coming out the board is Javon Morik. I just feel like he can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
He may not have the elite speed as some other people do, but I feel like his mental, I think is top notch.
He a dog?
Yeah, he a dog. He always finds himself on the ball. For 26 to the Browns, I got Xavier Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Also think he a dog, always finds himself around the football. Mm-hmm. He may not be the height, weight, speed that a lot of players like still like the NFL is going more towards speed, tall, fast type linebackers. He's kind of more of an old school type. Him and Bolden. But I feel like they'll find their way in this league.
Okay.
27 I want him so bad. Got Rashad Bateman. I feel like he's gonna be a dog.
Yes, sir.
I feel like he's gonna be a beast. He got everything. The size. He a bully. He's kind of like Jamar Chase, but he went to Minnesota. So
yeah,
if he would have went right, if he would have went to LSU or Alabama or something, he'd be a top pick.
Yeah, he definitely supped on.
Right. So putting him with Hollywood, Lamar gonna love that.
Lamar needs a wide receiver.
He does. He
hasn't had an elite wide receiver yet.
No.
And Sammy Watkins is not it.
He's not it. He wasn't anything in KC either. He ain't been nothing in a long time.
Exactly.
All right, 28th pick. I got Greg Newsome II. I feel like he's the fourth corner, but obviously we know Caleb Farley fell because his back history with the back.
Okay.
So the next pick, I got Caleb Farley going because they still have two corners there in Jerry Alexander and Kevin King. I think Kevin King may be on his way out.
Yeah, because that performance in the playoffs. Whew,
You just gonna let that man run right past you, like
man, come on, like you don't see him. You don't see him.
Roger gave up.
Exactly.
So I feel like they're gonna pick him because they don't need him to start right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then once next year's over, and they get rid of Kevin King, then he can step in and ball out. So because I think he in the mix of being the top three, depending on using high beholder, he could be 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, it's just the injury history is killing him right now.
Yeah, and
And
then
they said that back injury is good. It
yeah,
shouldn't be lingering. He should be back by training camp. But in 2017, he also had a torn ACL,
mm-hmm.
and he had some other injuries that he had to deal with.
Right,
He had reoccurring back spasms.
yeah. My thing is, as an Eagles fan, back in what 2016, 2017, something like that, maybe 2017, we drafted Sidney Jones, who was supposed to be a top corner, but he tore his Achilles at his combine, and he never mounted up to what he was supposed to be.
Yeah, them torn ACLs and torn Achilles.
Exactly.
Yeah, be a
So
different kind of guy to come back from those.
I was talking to somebody else. It was saying that the level is levels to the injuries, but my thing is Sidney Jones had one. He wasn't injury prone. He had one injury, and then he went downhill. Caleb Farley has a history of getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it depends on how you feel. If it was the Eagles, I feel like they wouldn't take Farley because of Sid.
Yeah.
But some other team that didn't have that problem before, I felt like they'd be like, okay, we can take him and just let him sit. So
yeah. And I feel like as a Chargers fan, he's not a cornerback, but our dealings with Derwin James and all the potential he has, and he hasn't seen the field yet. He's only seen the field in his freshman year. It's been 2 whole seasons without seeing him. So we definitely that injury thing is serious to us.
right. I think people I think the injury will scare some people away.
Mm-hmm.
It just all depends on what doctor you talk to. If you talk to the right doctor and say, oh yeah, he's good, yo.
Yeah, and he's new to the position too.
That's the crazy thing. He was the quarterback when he got drafted, when he came into college. He switched from quarterback to receiver, got hurt, and then switched from receiver to corner and balled out. Like, bro.
Now he a top pick. That's crazy. And teeth athleticism, bro.
Right, bro. He's just so raw. Like, get him with the good coach, a good DB coach.
Ceiling is
Sky's the limit.
mm-hmm.
All right, so the next pick we got the Bills getting Jalen Phillips.
Okay.
And since we only 2 picks left, I'll go ahead and tell them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Everybody knows what happened in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs, they didn't have no protection for Pat Mahomes. So I got them getting a tackle. Samuel Cosme.
Mm-hmm.
And because of course the tackle is the second most important position on offense.
Yeah.
On the team, really. So my last pick, I got Jason Oweh going to the Buccaneers. Buccaneers really don't really need anybody for real. So
they won the Super Bowl and they kept their whole team. So
exactly. So I feel like they're just upgrading now.
yeah.
But that's how it is every year when the Super Bowl team, they don't really have any things to fix for real.
Right.
So
let me go to mine. I don't even remember what pick I was on.
21.
21. Like you said, I'm gonna go with that Georgia pick, the Azeez Ojulari. Next, I'm gonna go with the Tennessee Titans getting Rashad Bateman.
Okay.
I got him going there because he got a lot of speed and he is very slept on.
Mhm. So that's gonna be two big bodies at in
Too
Tennessee.
big. Yep.
Yeah.
And then I got, of course, the Jets. From what we've seen with Sam Darnold, definitely getting an offensive tackle. We're going with Samuel Cosme
Okay.
from Texas. And then I got the Steelers getting an edge rusher, and I got them getting Joseph Asai.
Yeah.
All right. After
Jason
that,
Asai.
yeah, Jason Asai. Yep. And then I
So you
got
got
the Jaguars.
Jason Asai and TJ Watt. Okay.
Yeah, that's come on now. And then I got the Jaguars. Their second pick, I got them getting Richie Grant, so going to get a safety.
Okay. He bought out. He bought out the Senior Bowl.
Right. Then we got the Browns going with Joker, Jeremiah Asu Komora.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Ravens. They do need a wide receiver, but I feel like they may go wide receiver later in the draft, maybe the second, third round.
You picking the quarterback.
Yeah, all right. I got them getting Jalen Phillips. And like you said, like we spoke about, I feel like out of the three defensive ends coming out of Miami with Jalen Phillips, Rousseau, and what's the third one?
Quincy Roche.
Quincy Roche.
Yeah.
I think that Jalen Phillips is definitely the best one.
Yeah,
He uses his hand the most.
Polished. He's more polished.
Yeah. He has more moves to get off the block,
Yeah.
and all that. And he's more athletic.
Right. He's athletic. He has more counters.
Yeah.
So and he's more intelligent than me because I'm an Eagles fan and I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. So watching his tape, I've seen games where the first drive, the tackle got his hands on him first, and he had to make adjustments the next drive, and then he like consistently getting past him. Like a lot of people coming out of college, they have one move.
Yep.
If you stop their one move, then they stuck. But he has so many tricks in his bag that if one thing don't work, he come with the other one. And I've seen other times where he's used one move to set you up, like keep one move over and over and over again, set you up, and come back with a counter, come the other way and get the set. Like I feel like that's just so elite.
That's what the NFL greats do.
Exactly.
That's what the Nick Boses, the Joey Boses, the Aaron Donalds of the world, Khalil Max, all them people. That's what they do.
But my only thing with him, he has the injury history too. That's why he left LSU and UCLA. He was almost about to retire, and then he came to Miami and balled out. So if it weren't for that, I feel like he'll be the first edge rusher off the board.
Yeah. So we got the Saints. We got Christian Barmore, like you said, the only D tackle I've heard of. And with that injury history, I got the Packers getting Caleb Farley. That's what you had him too, right?
You said the Packer. Yeah.
Yep, Caleb Farley. I got the Bills getting an edge and going Jason Owe.
Jason Owe.
Yeah, and I've seen this in a lot of mock drafts. This is the only person I've seen mock to the Chiefs was Kadarius Toney. I don't think they go with offensive line because I feel like they address that in offseason.
Okay.
So I feel like they're not gonna go with offensive line, offensive tackle in the first round. They may go a little bit later since it's such a deep draft for offensive tackles.
But my dog, how much speed do they need on their team?
Right. You're gonna get all the speed, huh?
You don't need no more speed. Like you good.
Exactly.
The rich get richer, I guess.
Huh?
The rich get richer, I guess.
Yeah. And the last pick I got, like I said, the Bucks don't need anything, so I got them getting the offensive guard and Elijah Vera Tucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, good mock drafts. We're gonna see who got the more right.
Yep. We're gonna talk about that in a later episode after the
Right.
draft.
After the draft, we're gonna talk about the best and worst picks. All right. So what we're going to next, man?
Who had the best offseason? And what were the best offseason moves?
Okay. Honestly, I think the Buccaneers had the best offseason.
What? Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Because you just won the Super Bowl. A lot of times, majority of the times, you win Super Bowl and you lose a lot of players on your team. They got everybody back. Like, bro, you lost nothing.
No one's left.
They
Hey, cue the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not leaving. Bro, they got everybody back, bro.
Right.
Like, it's not fair. You're supposed to lose somebody.
Exactly. Can you lose anyone, bro? They said the whole team.
Right. Not going nowhere. All right. And even though as an Eagles fan, I don't like the Giants, but I think the Giants did very good in their picks.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I feel like they paid a lot, but other people want these players too, so you're gonna have to spend some money.
Yeah.
And they got Adoree Jackson, and they got Kenny Galladay, 2 players that I want the Eagles to get, but they went there. Both of them went there, so I feel they may be the best team in the NFC East right now, even though that's not really saying a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. So mine, you already know, mine is the Patriots. The Patriots went ham.
Right.
I don't even know where they got all this money from, but they got it from somewhere. They going in their owner's pocket, I guess.
I was about to say that.
Because they went crazy. They got 2 tight ends. They got defense. They got
2 elite tight ends.
Elite. And that hurt my heart because they got Hunter Henry. I think I cried for a couple of days. But bro,
sat in the corner.
And who's the other tight end? The dude from the Titans.
Yeah.
Man.
His name escapes me right now.
Bro, they racked up.
Right.
So if Cam Newton can't do it with all these weapons,
Cam has no excuse.
No excuse.
If he can't do it this year, he needs hire.
Right. And like you said, the Giants had a great offseason, but the Bucks
had the best.
The Bucks, like, how do you keep your whole team?
You won the Super Bowl.
After winning the Super Bowl.
You keep everybody.
Everybody.
They should have rule against that.
Exactly. No. Y'all can't take pay cuts. Like, everybody took a pay cut.
Right.
Yeah, that was amazing.
All right, so we can go off script real quick because I was talking about rules. So there's ruled about the jersey numbers. How you feel?
That's on script. That's on script.
That's on script. Okay,
Yep.
so we'll come back to that.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So how you feel about that?
I feel like it's amazing because, first of all, I was talking to my dad, well, our dad. I was talking to our dad, and he said that that's probably a rule that's been instilled for the longest. But I don't know why that was a rule in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your jersey number, I guess they wanted it to be uniform, and maybe they feel like it doesn't look right. But
yeah, I feel like they feel like they want a little more structure.
Yeah, I think it's lit. I mean, it's just a number, but I feel like it's amazing. Like, you seeing D ends and D tackles and
bro, you realize how that Derrick Henry jersey gonna look,
bro.
That may be the best jersey.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. The best are gonna be Derrick Henry. It's gonna be Christian McCaffrey.
Number 5.
And it's gonna be Odell Beckham Jr.
You think so?
Those are gonna be the 3 hardest.
I mean, well, Odell always drip, so
yeah. I mean, we already know that. That jump gonna be hard.
Yeah, I can feel that. I mean, at first I was saying I want to keep the structure, but now that I think about it, let them do what they want.
It's gonna be tough. And
Right,
did you see Tom Brady talking about how it's dumb and
right,
how you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between offensive lineman or not offensive lineman, but defensive lineman. And I feel like if
bro.
they're
They
coming
have
at you, block them.
right, bro. They have a whole different color jersey.
Exactly.
It's not that they wearing the same colors.
Right.
It
What is the number gonna do?
doesn't do
I know
anything.
you're not looking at numbers while you playing.
Right.
If he big and he coming at you, he need to be blocked.
So yeah. So I can mess with it.
Yeah, it's lit. I like it. So next we're gonna talk about our Eagles and we're gonna talk about the Chargers.
All right.
How you
But
feel like the offseason is and how you feel like the the draft is gonna go, who you hope y'all get. And I mean what you think about the offseason? I mean, like what do you think about the season coming up?
I think I kind of torn on this season.
I'm gonna ask you one question before you start.
Go ahead.
How do you feel about y'all new head coach saying there's gonna be a quarterback competition with Jalen Hurts?
It's not really gonna be a competition. Joe Flacco is not beating out Jalen Hurts. As you know, I'm not the biggest Jalen Hurts fan. I'm a Carson fan,
Mm-hmm.
but Flacco's washed.
Yeah.
He's not gonna beat Jalen Hurts.
Not only is he washed, he wasn't that good in his prime.
Right. Your defense got you where you need to be.
Yeah, he's probably one of him and Tim Couch are probably the worst quarterbacks with the Super Bowl.
Chindofer.
Yeah, him too. Trent Dilfer, Tim Couch, and Joe Flacco are the three worst quarterbacks with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so about our team, I'm really torn because obviously we got a new coach. So usually with a new coach, you got kind of leeway. You can be trash, but as long as you see production, then you'll be successful.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, we have a kind of old team who needs to win now. Like if they don't win now, they're gonna be gone next year. And then this is Philly. Philly don't like to lose at all. You usually don't get that 1 year grace period. You're supposed to win now, or
Mm-hmm.
you out of there.
Yeah.
So and then for the offseason, we really didn't have the money to improve our team. We picked up, not counting Flacco and another um, special teams player. We got two players that's from the same team that people didn't really go after this year,
Right.
and Ant Harris and Zach Wilson. But because our cap, we couldn't do anything.
Hold
Even
on.
though
Y'all linebanker's name is Zach Wilson.
not Zach Wilson, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Eric Wilson.
Okay.
Eric Wilson.
My bad.
So because we had the money, we couldn't get anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So we see all these players going off the board because there was casualty cuts because a lot of people didn't have money. We had $0, so we couldn't get anybody. So it hurt seeing people like Adoree Jackson and Galladay go to our division rival when we need them on our team. And then you said as far as the draft, obviously I hope Pitts or Chase falls, which not gonna happen. If they do happen to fall just a little bit, I hope we trade up and get them. Say they fall to 7, I hope we trade up to 7 and try to pick them. I was mad when we got out of 6, but we ain't talk about that. But realistically, I want to get one of those corners because looking at our team last year, we got torched over and over and over again, and that needs to be fixed. The last time we picked a corner in the first round was the first year I started watching football in 2001.
Mm,
That's the last time we picked a first round or picked a top corner, and I think they need to change.
yeah. All right, so it's my turn to talk about my team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so starting off, I'm gonna start off with the off season. I think we did a pretty good job in the off season, and we were the opposite of y'all. I think we were number 6 or number 5 with the most cap space, and I was kind of disappointed in our GM because we had so much money and we let so many great free agents go off the board. But we did solidify our offensive line. We got arguably the best center in the NFL with Corey Linsley. And then we followed that up with getting Matt Fowler from the Steelers. It's a solid pick.
Mm-hmm.
And Ode Abushi. And we already had Brian Balaga. So all we need to do is fill that offensive tackle spot. And I feel like we could have did that in the offseason. There was a lot of people that we let go off the board. And also letting go a lot of people like Rashawn Jenkins, Casey Hayward, um, and another person we didn't really restructure Mike Williams' contract, and now we overpaying for him. I feel like once we got our offensive line, we kind of fell by the wayside. We got a couple other people, but nobody spectacular that we could have got. And we still have so much cap space. And I believe that after the draft, depending on who we get, we're still going to use that cap space to pick up more free agents.
Yeah, because free agency ain't nearly over.
Yeah, and that's what our head coach said. With our team already, I feel like we're stacked. I feel like we have a lot of holes to fill, but we also have a good team.
Mm.
And I believe that, if you know the Chargers, a lot of the games we lost were because of bad coaching, bad time management, bad special teams. And I think that with the new coaching staff that we're introducing to the Chargers, I feel like a lot of that stuff will be nipped in the bud. And like I said, we have a lot of holes in our defense, but we just got the best offensive coordinator that was available to become our head coach and Brandon Staley. And he had the number one defense in the NFL. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like our defense is going to be straight. And if we can get Derwin James back healthy,
He
he
stay
is,
healthy.
yeah, he even stay healthy. That's why I don't even want him to be involved in training camp. Stay at home, like work out and stay at home, like. But if he can be healthy, he is, in my opinion, I'm definitely biased, but I believe that he is the best safety in the league right now
Yeah,
because he can do so much. He can rush the passer, he can come up play in the box, he can drop back into coverage, he can do everything.
yeah. He's not a one trick pony.
Mm-hmm. And we still got so many pieces. We have Mike Williams. I love Mike Williams. He might not be what everybody wanted him to be.
He not the sexy pick.
He's not the sexy pick, and we definitely spent a seventh overall pick on him for him to, not really produce as much.
Bro, I didn't realize how it wasn't that long ago that y'all picked him.
Yeah, I think it was 2016,
Yeah, he just coming off his rookie
2017.
contract.
Yeah, this is fifth year option.
Yeah, I didn't realize how young he was.
Yeah, he used to be a dog at Clemson though. I thought he was gonna be a beast. I was so happy when we picked him, but I think he does his job. He does what we need him to do. He goes up. He's the best at 50-50 balls in the league.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw a 50-50 ball up, he's gonna come up with it. And of course, we got Keenan Allen, who is the most underrated wide receiver in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they keep sleeping on this man, but yeah, your dog. And of course, we got Justin Herbert for the next 10, 15 years. We got him on a rookie contract for 4 or 5 more years.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to take advantage of that, and we need to win now.
Y'all gonna sign him early.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all gonna do the same thing we did with Carson.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah.
But I love that dude, man. Herbert.
I love that dude.
Yep. I was a little skeptical, as everybody was. We didn't think he was gonna ball like he did, but when he came in, I see him in the Chiefs game. That's all I need to see.
Right.
Seeing the Chiefs game, I was sold. Even though we didn't win, I was sold.
Everybody, him and my dad literally had arguments about who's gonna be better.
Yep.
Obviously, right now, Aaron's winning, but
You know what? We didn't have arguments who gonna be
not
better
arguments,
because both of us thought Tua was gonna be better.
Yeah.
Both of us was like, yeah, I want Tua. We had arguments of,
Who
we gonna trade out?
Who will get him?
Trade up? Yeah, hopefully we was getting Tua. That's what I wanted, but it turned out that we didn't, and that was the best thing that could have ever happened.
Right.
And I think a lot of the stuff with him in college was he didn't have any, he didn't have much talent on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah. Who do you remember coming out of Oregon?
No one.
Exactly.
Especially most of the people I see coming out of Oregon are on the defensive side of the ball.
Exactly. It's not like they used to be. Not Chip Kelly years.
No. And he was having to play hero ball.
Mm-hmm.
And people weren't getting open. So it's hard to show yourself as a candidate when people aren't getting open.
Shoot, that what happened with Carson Wentz last year.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about it though.
Yeah.
He's a coach now. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry off camera.
But yeah, I feel like we have to have a solid draft though. And I feel like it's the best position to be put in because we have a new coach and he can literally draft who he wants to be in his system.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like he has a golden opportunity. And I like Brandon Staley a lot. I watch every interview that he has, and the way he talks about football, how his former players talk about him, how much of a genius they say he is, and how he learned from Sean McVay. Man, I think that he has. It may not be the first year. I hope it is the first year that we find success. But he's coming into the best opportunity because we are a good football team, but we just bad coaching led us to be at the record we are.
Really, I think that the Jaguars are in the best position. I think Urban Meyer has the best position right now. The best. He got his defense. He got a running back. He got receivers. He just need a quarterback, which they have with that first pick.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally just get the quarterback, plug in system,
plug
here, go in.
Yep. I just feel like the Jaguars are cursed.
Them and the Jets.
But, yeah, they just be. I don't know. They just can't figure it out. Well, I ain't gonna say that because they had about 3-4 years ago. They were pretty good.
Yeah,
they lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, but that's the only year they had.
Yeah. But
yeah, when they had Ramsey.
Yeah, I felt pretty good. Of course, I would hope we get, like you said, Pitts or Jamar Chase.
That's what everybody hope.
But I saw somewhere that they said that if Penei Sewell falls to 7, which I believe is possible, if he falls to 7, they said the Chargers are going to go up and pick him so they can reunite with Justin Herbert.
I feel it all depends on the Bengals. If Bengals go Jamar Chase, then y'all can get him. Yeah, I don't think the Dolphins will get him.
Mm-mm. And I don't think that we should go up and get Penei Sewell because I feel like Rashawn Slater is a dog as well.
Yeah, and they talking about Sewell got short arms.
For real? Yeah. I heard the opposite. I heard that Rashawn Slater has short arms.
I heard they both got short arms, but I heard that Slater is more of a technician.
Yeah, he's definitely a technician. The way what he did to Chase Young.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
See this
You-
this for the Eagles. I hope we get one of the corners first pick, and then I hope because we have 2 third-round picks, so I hope we use one of them third-round picks and a second-round pick to trade back into the first round and get Rashad Bateman. I'll be done with the draft. I don't care who else we pick after that.
Word. See, I hope we get I feel like we're gonna go offensive tackle first. And then I feel like we did last year with Kenneth Murray, we traded back into the first round because we also have 2 third-round picks.
Mm.
So I feel like we're gonna trade back into the first round and get us a corner.
Right. All right. So let's keep this rolling because we have people that don't like probably have people that don't like either our teams to come on here to
Oh yeah,
tired of us
right.
talking about this.
Right. All right. So we're gonna go with the best quarterbacks. We're gonna go in order. We're gonna go from the best quarterbacks and why, the best receivers and why, and then we're gonna go with the best cornerbacks and why.
So are we going top 1 or top multiple?
Yeah, we're going top. We're going top 4.
Top 4 for each?
Well, we
For
might as well go for top 5.
top 5 for each? Ooh,
Yeah,
that might take some thinking.
that's why I said the quarterback, wide receivers, and corners because they got a lot of people. But like if I was going top running backs, it would be difficult.
Yeah.
I can start it off though.
You go ahead and start it off.
So of course, the best quarterback is Trevor Lawrence. I feel like he doesn't have any weaknesses. He's been that guy since high school. I feel like he's intelligent. He's smart. He can break down the defense. He can. He has the arm. He has the accuracy. He has everything. All the intangibles. He can run. He can do all that stuff. Number 2, because I'm not as sold on Zach Williams because of his strength of competition, strength of schedule. I'm gonna go with Justin Fields next. And like I said, I like his toughness. I like that he plays. He shows up in big games. I like his accuracy. I think he can read the field a little bit better, but I feel like that's going to come with practice and being out there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's very calm and collected, just like Trevor Lawrence is.
Very calm.
And number 3, yeah, very calm. Number 3, we're gonna go with Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, I watch film on him. I watch film on all these quarterbacks. So, I feel like he has a great arm. I feel like he throws with anticipation. I feel like he can read the defense very, very well. And then he can use his legs to get first downs. And not only first downs, he can use his legs to make big plays happen. So I just haven't seen him play against a lot of the competition. So that's the only thing that worries me a little bit. But other than that, I don't see many flaws with him.
Right.
And of course, number 4, we're gonna go with Trey Lance. I watch film of him too, and I think he gets through his reads, but sometimes he can be a little quick to take off and run because he's such a good runner. But he still has the arm strength and the accuracy to get it done. And like you said, that strength of schedule that he has as well isn't that high because they're basically a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So everybody play is basically less than trying to show what they got against North Dakota State.
They're the Alabama of FCS too.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna go with Mac Jones because I don't feel like the numbers don't lie.
Else.
Even though he had the best wide receivers, he still put up the numbers. And I seen him do a lot of good things, a lot of good accuracy, a lot of reading the defense. But like I said, I'm a little nervous because he had the best prospects and the best wide receivers in the past 2 or 3 drafts. So I don't know. So that's my top 5.
Okay. So my top 5 first is Kellerman is going first.
So it must be backwards. You might be starting with 5.
Nah, Trevor Lawrence is number 1 because everything he said, he's perfect.
Basically.
He's a football god right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if hopefully Urban Meyer can do what he needs to do and coach him the right way, call the right plays. Because if so, he's going to Hall of Fame. I'm going to say it now.
Sheesh.
If things go correctly, because obviously like Brady, if he would have started out in a different system, he may not be the Brady he is. If everything lines up correct, he has all the attributes to be a great.
Yeah. My boy said the Hall of Fame. That's crazy. Bro, I didn't even say multiple Pro Bowls, bro. Said he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Hey,
Before he even drafted.
If everything lines up correct, I mean that's really with any player.
Yeah.
Everything lines up correctly, but he has all the attributes, and he has the demeanor to get there. It's just all a matter of putting everything together.
Right.
So number 2, I got Zach Wilson, because I really don't. I'll look at the strength of schedule, but at the end of the day, you gotta go out and play. You know, you're not playing. You may not be playing against the SEC opponents or Big Ten opponents. You still gotta suit up and go ball. And he's shown that he can go suit up and ball almost every game.
Right.
And me being, obviously, like I said before, me being a Carson Wentz fan, Carson Wentz played in North Dakota State, didn't have that much talent around him, or didn't play against that much. Well, he had talent around him, didn't play against big talent, but he should have won MVP 2017. So I really don't. Like I said, I look at the talent that he played against, but it doesn't make a determining factor to me. Mm-hmm. And Justin Fields, number 3, for the same thing you said. And the same thing you said about him. Sometimes he stares down opponents, stares down his receivers. I see that sometimes. I'm not gonna say it's consistent. He sees it all the time, but at some points, I do see him stare down his receivers, and sometimes he makes the wrong decisions. Number 3, I got. Oh, number 4. I'm sorry. Number 4, I got Mac Jones, because watching Trey Lance, I see that he runs a lot. Like, it seems like his offense is too much run, way too much run. And it look, even though he can make the throws, I feel like that he, like, just like you said, everybody else says, I feel like he runs way too much. From that 42 touchdowns, the ball was on the ground a lot. Not as far as fumbles, he was running the ball a lot to get 42 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Mac Jones, especially because he's not a mobile quarterback, so he has to sit in the pocket and deliver the ball.
Right.
Going against SEC, even though he had Bama in front of him, going against SEC talent, he has to go out and deliver the ball.
Right.
So, and like I said, Trey Lance is number 4.
Trey Lance 5.
Trey Lance, I'm tripping. Trey Lance is 5.
But yeah,
it's late. It's after midnight.
The thing about Trey Lance, like you said, and that game, that the one game that he played in 2020, and he threw that interception, that was a bad decision. I watched film in that game. It was a bad decision. And the only thing that won him the game is his feet.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come back and start throwing people to win the game. He had 106, like 100 and some rushing yards that game.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if he can't throw the ball, he relies on his feet way too much.
Exactly.
And that can get you in trouble in the NFL. Just like you
Definitely.
felt with Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when he get in trouble, he just start running.
Exactly. And that's why I feel like that's why people liked him more than Carson because of the injuries, Carson didn't run as much as he used to. He tried to stay in the pocket a little bit too long. And they said everybody was like, oh, Jalen Hurts can win with the same players that Carson had. But he used a lot of feet in that. He was
Right.
running a lot. And a lot of times for the games that he played, he only won one game. And the games that he played, the second half, they shut him down.
Yeah.
The first half, he was doing what he got to do, making plays more with his feet than throwing. But the second game, he threw a little bit more. The second half, shut him down. So that's why I'm kind of torn on Jalen Hurts right now. I got to see what happens later. But as of right now, I mean, he's my quarterback right now. So
Yeah, you gotta really have a choice.
exactly.
Yeah. So wide receivers, we gonna go. I'm gonna go through the list real quick. Not number one, I got of course Jamar Chase because he a dog and
Shocker.
physical. Yep. Number two, I'm gonna go with Devontae Smith. Of course, a great route runner. Go up and get it. Number three, because of his speed, I'm gonna go with Jalen Waddle. Number four, I'm gonna go with Rashad Bateman. And number five, I'm gonna go with I forgot what his
What team?
name was. Who was watching him? He plays for UNC.
Oh, St. Brown.
Huh?
You
No,
said
no. I mean,
USC.
just
Oh,
USC.
oh,
UNC.
Brown.
De'Ami Brown, yeah,
Yeah.
De'Ami Brown. Dad put me on the De'Ami Brown, man. Yep, he a dog.
Okay, for me, obviously it's Jamar Chase. I ain't gonna even play no jokes. It's Jamar Chase. He know one. And then for me, I got Jalen Waddle number two. Even though Devontae Smith just won the Heisman, Heisman don't mean nothing in the NFL. And
That's
be
true.
point blank. There's plenty of Heisman that didn't do anything.
That's true.
Trent Richardson, I think Trent Richardson won the Heisman. He didn't. No, he did win the Heisman. I don't know if he won the Heisman or not, but there's plenty of players that Johnny Manziel won the Heisman didn't do nothing, but that was more mental for him. So I feel like Waddle is number two because the speed. And he's pretty much just like Devontae Smith, but super fast.
Yeah.
He's smooth route running. He has a better body type for NFL. And once he breaks free, you're not catching him.
Oh no.
So for number three, I got Devontae Smith because he's smooth in his route running. He's just so slippery. Number four, I got Rashad Bateman, because he basically like I said before, Jamar Chase from a lesser school. Uh, Number five, I got uh Elijah Moore.
Okay.
Watching his route running and his suddenness, his you can't guard it.
No.
His route running, just at the stem of his routes. Once he breaks, you don't know where he's at.
Word.
I seen him sauce people up plenty of times.
All right. So cornerback, we gonna go. I'm gonna go with number one, Pat Sertan, because he just has the technical. He's just technically sound, and I know that the NFL Combine with all these pro days, it's hard to tell how fast these players really is, and if these 40-yard dashes are really what they say they are. But he checked the box in the speed category, so I don't feel like he's gonna be getting burnt down the field and all that kind of stuff. Number 2, we got J.C. Horn because I feel like he can play every coverage and he's physical. I love that physical corner. Long, long arms. He can get his hands on you. Number 3, the only reason he's not number 2 is because of the injury concerns. But number 3 is Caleb Farley. I think he is, like we said, he's raw. But I think once he gets to a good team and he can get with a good coach, he can learn his technique and he can be definitely a beast with his athleticism. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Greg Newsome because he a dog as well. Um, and number 5, this is who I think that the Chargers are gonna get, and I like Asante Samuel.
Mhm.
And if Asante Samuel was a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, I feel like he'll be higher on the list.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he's 5'10", maybe 5'10", 5'11",
5'10".
5'10". But they say he can play inside and out, and I just feel like from what I've seen, Florida State, that's also my team, Florida State. I feel like he's a dog. So
And
the 5th spot, it can go many ways, but I'm gonna go with him.
it's wild because the three of the 5 players on your list are they're sons of former players.
Yeah,
All right, so I don't even need to say mine because mine is exact order as yours.
it's crazy.
For all the same reasons. I think sometimes the Pat Surtain can get in trouble sometimes because he's a type of corner that needs to put that hand on you first.
Yep.
Yeah. And I feel like sometimes if you don't get a hand on him, he's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, depending on how I look at it, I could put Horn in number 1. So sometimes I can see them 1A and 1B.
Mm-hmm.
They're like neck and neck.
Yeah.
But because I think Horn, he's great at shadowing. He's great at shadowing receiver, stand on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a question. If it weren't for Farley's injury history, where would you put him at?
2.
2? Put him in front of Horn?
I don't know.
That'd be tough, right?
It's gonna be 1A, 1B, 1C. You can get if none of them, if you wipe away injuries from all these corners, it's really hard to tell.
Right.
Because they all locked down.
Because how tall is Farley? Let me see.
I think he's 6'2".
6'2". What? 6? That's crazy.
I think Pat Surtain 6'2", JC Horn 6'1", and I think Caleb Farley 6'2". 6'2" and run a 4.3.
That's crazy.
You can't teach that.
You can't teach that.
And he's so raw that whoever he goes to,
he's clay right now. You can mold him whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can mold him. You can mold him to a press corner. You can mold him to a cover 2 corner, cover 3 corner, cover 4.
Without the injury, I would like the Chargers to pick Caleb Farley.
Right. Somebody was saying, another Eagle fan was saying that pick one of the top 2 corners, number 1, and if Farley is still available, 2nd round, pick him too.
That's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I know he got a back injury, but people ain't retarded.
Right. Exactly.
I'll take that risk.
Like I said, I think that Sidney Jones scaring some teams.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one team that decides to pick him.
Pull the trigger. That's all it takes.
It takes one team. That's all.
Yep. All right. So this is my last question. This is like a little trivial question. I saw this post by PFF. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but it's from PFF, and It ranked the quarterbacks from the past two drafts. So this draft and last year's draft. And it had it listed, I believe it was Trevor Lawrence. It was Joe Burrow. Then it had Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, and it had Justin Herbert at number 5. Do you agree with that?
All right, so that's again.
It had Trevor Lawrence at 1,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow at 2,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Wilson at 3, Justin Fields at 4, and Justin Herbert at 5.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Coming out, just going off college tape, I can agree with that.
No, I'm talking about just period.
Is period going off NFL tape too?
Yeah, the potential of the draft picks this year and what you've seen from the draft picks from last year.
Oh, going off that, I'll put Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert. We didn't see a lot from Burrow before he got hurt. But I'll keep Burrow at 3. And then Wilson 4, Fields 5.
Okay. This is me being non-biased. I would go Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow.
Fields, Wilson.
No, I'm gonna go with Fields and Wilson.
Okay, I can feel that.
Yeah, but them putting Justin Herbert at number 5.
No, I don't agree with that. I think just because he got hurt.
Yeah, Joe Burrow was dog. He would have gave Justin Herbert competition for Rookie of the Year if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, definitely.
It would have been a neck and neck race.
All right, so before we get out of here, have you heard anything about what Charlamagne the God said about Donkey Today?
No.
So Donkey Today, for obviously we're not doing no sponsorship. Donkey Today for today was Brett Favre.
Oh yeah, I saw what he said.
He said that Favre said that he don't think that Favre said that he doesn't think that Derek Chauvin went into the situation with George Floyd with intent to kill. And then he stopped tape right there, right? What do you think about that? What do you think about what Charlamagne saying?
I believe that Brett Favre, like Drew Brees, I feel like he's just not in tune with what's going on because he's never had to endure this racism that's going on. I feel like he is racist.
Okay.
But I feel like he doesn't have empathy for us because he's never had to go through this stuff.
Okay. So just going off that. That's just going off what you heard Charlamagne say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I listened to what Brett Favre actually said, right? I'm gonna play what Brett Favre actually said.
I'm aware of the outcome, and I find it hard to believe, and I'm not defending Derek Chauvin in any way. I find it hard to believe, first of all, that he intentionally meant to kill George Floyd. That being said, his actions were uncalled for. I don't care what color the person is on the street. You do not. I mean, I don't know what led to that video that we saw where his knee is on his neck, but the man had thrown in the towel, and it was just uncalled for. And much like the video that surfaced last week of the cop who pulled over the African-American serviceman who was afraid to pull over in the dark and chose to ride it out till he got to a gas station. Understandably so, especially in today's world. And the cop's actions, and of course, he was fired immediately, was uncalled for. And just absolutely uncalled for and wrong.
So do you see it differently now?
Yeah, I see. I think he understands what's going on. But I feel like I feel like that's his opinion. I don't feel like he has ill intentions on what he's saying. I feel like he honestly doesn't think that Derek Chauvin had intent to kill George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what happened. And he knew if you stand on somebody's neck, put your knee on somebody's neck that long, you're going to kill him.
Right. For me, I feel like I agree with everything that Brett Favre said. Mm-hmm. I don't think that he went into the situation with intention to kill.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, him kneeling on somebody's neck, it's gonna kill him.
Yep.
And there's no right in that at all. There's no right way to look at it at all. You had your neck, he couldn't breathe. He gave up. He gave himself up.
Yep.
He quit. And then you stayed on his neck.
Yep.
Later on, and then they said they're trained to. So it says cops are trained to, yes, put your knee on their neck and get the handcuffs on them. But once the handcuffs are on them, you're able to turn them to their side so they can breathe. If not, they're gonna lose. They can't breathe and they'll pass out. They'll die.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see no point where they said turn them over. And even during, one of the other cops said, "You want to turn him over now?" And he said, "No, he's gonna stay right here." So that means you intended for him. You that was your intent at that point.
Yep.
But like my point of playing that video and saying about Donkey today, if you don't listen to the whole thing, you just listen to the first part. Obviously, you think, oh, he's insensitive. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He Donkey today. You got to listen to the whole thing.
Yep.
Because in that Donkey today, he said after he played that first part, he said, "No, cut it off. I don't want to hear nothing else." You got to hear to everything he said before you make your determination on how you feel.
Right.
I feel like it's a lot. That's why Marshawn Lynch used to never talk because a lot of times they gonna flip what you really said into what they feel.
You know, take out of context.
Exactly, and I feel like that's perfect example of that.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think he should have got Donkey today. He's speaking his mind.
Right. So yeah,
you have to have a. Yeah, you're right. Everything he said was right.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't have intent to kill, but once you keep on doing it,
right?
That he can only withstand so much.
Exactly. There's only a certain amount of time your body can go without breathing, without air.
Yeah. And my question is, what threat did he pose to these officers?
His color.
Exactly.
That's it.
And people were talking about like the girl got killed. 16-year-old girl got shot by the police because they claimed she had a knife. She was trying to use a knife. Okay, I understand. Once she has a knife, if she did have intent to kill, once you have her restrained and anything, she can't do anything else. So why do you have to shoot her?
Exactly.
All the police, you told me that a trained police officer can't detain a 16-year-old girl.
Right. You have a taser on the outside for a reason.
And then you see videos of Caucasian.
This is exactly what I'm about to say.
Attacking the police officers, and they're the victim at that point, and they are playing the victim. They're victimized, but you never see them reach for their weapon.
I didn't see reach for a taser.
They don't reach for anything.
Nothing. I saw a video. Maybe I think it was yesterday. Some guy was coming in with a blade saying, "I'm gonna kill you."
Yep.
the cop kept backing up.
Yep. Moving out the way.
Right. If it's a lot of time, I'm not gonna say that particular cop, but a lot of times I see if a black man is in the same situation, pop, pop, pop.
Yep. I've seen black men running away.
Mm-hmm.
What threat does he cause you?
Right.
Okay, you may not be able to get the rest. You may have to run after him. You may be irritated that you have to run after him, but you have to kill them.
I'm fine with a taser.
Something.
Taser, they still here.
Shoot him in the leg.
Right.
You have to shoot them in the back multiple times.
As a veteran, I know that there's ways to subdue a person humanely and inhumanely. There's way to detain a person using a gun, where you keep them alive, like you said, shoot them a leg, arm, something that's going to cause them to fall down.
Mm-hmm.
And there's other ways to kill, to shoot, to kill. A lot of times these cops shooting to kill.
Yep.
Majority of the time, cops shooting to kill.
Yep. And then again, that one that said she mistook her gun for a taser.
The one, a taser and a gun feels completely different. Two, the taser is on the opposite side for a reason. So you knew what you're reaching for.
Exactly. And these people are acting like they're not trained.
Exactly.
They're not letting anybody become police officers.
You got to go through training for this.
Yep. So what you do with your pistol or what you do with your gun, that's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad that Derek Chauvin was convicted on all 3 counts.
Me too.
Because now it makes police officers second guess
mm-hmm.
killing these innocent people.
Right.
Every police officer is not going to go to jail. I know the system is not set up like that.
Right.
But just make an example of 1 or 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be a big change.
Me and my wife were saying that I would, like, we was in a restaurant talking to a Caucasian man. He was agreeing with us because he had a black girlfriend. We were saying we don't want to be treated any different from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
We want the same exact treatment.
Exactly.
That's all we ask for. The same exact treatment that somebody else, that the Caucasian get. We want that same treatment. We won't treat it any differently.
Right.
That's all we're asking for.
Exactly. I don't understand why that's so hard.
I don't understand either.
I think I saw somewhere where they said that race was created for hate.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only one race.
Human
race. That's the only race that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
The color of your skin should not lead to hate. We both human at the end of the day.
Right.
Like, I don't understand. But racism won't be here forever. Little by little, it's going to go away.
I don't know. It'll be in our lifetime.
It may not be in our lifetime. But if we can, like Tupac said, if you can spark the mind to change, that's all we can do right now. Spark the mind to change, to clean it up.
I've always been, everybody, I have a 18-month-old son. I've always been scared to have a child. I've always wanted a child. I've always been scared to bring a child in this world because I don't know what's going to happen when I'm not around. Even when I'm around, there's some things that I cannot control.
Like Fernando Castillo reaching for his ID and gets shot right in front of his daughter. You shoot a man right in front of his child.
For reaching ID, you told him to reach for.
Like, how do you stop that? You can't stop that.
No.
But yeah, before we get on our soapbox.
Right, we can go on this forever.
Yeah, I can talk for hours on this. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, I appreciate everybody for viewing this. This is the first episode.
It's the first one. It was a little sloppy, a little ugly, but it's gonna improve. It's gonna improve.
Yeah. So first, we had to get the first one out the way. So for all that viewed it, thank you. And yeah, we out.
I appreciate y'all. All y'all. Go follow my boy at
_. AJ Fuller, Fuller Fuller on Instagram, and follow my boy
at Goal Driven, GOAL_DRIV3N. That's
All
it.
right.
And we out.
Let's get it.